Here's what Trump voters on the conservative subreddit are saying about Musk's new involvement in the Trump administration. One user writes, quote, "As much as I support Trump, I don't think appointing a billionaire to deal with what average people need with money is the best idea. Though I may..."
Then why would you vote for Trump? As we know, the 2024 election was quite disappointing. It was something where it was a roller coaster, and it came out that Trump and his supporters came out ahead. Now, was it closer than what it appeared in the final number? Yeah. Knock my light down. But in the end, the Trump events, well, I think some of them may not have been aware of fully what they actually got for. This is on my docket about a week ago. Sorry I didn't get to it earlier. But let's just watch more MAGA regret from our host over here at the Midas Network. Take it over, man.
It has been just over a week, and Donald Trump's new administration has already erupted into chaos, and it has not even begun yet. Now, as every day passes, more and more Trump voters are beginning to panic as they feel firsthand the consequences of their votes. It appears these voters had some sort of collective amnesia over these past few years, and now they are...
I want to say this at first. A lot of people forget the sorry state that Trump left our country in. And that's not just with the COVID. Like the bond yield curve was upside down, and it was just a trash situation. Everybody says Biden was about to start World War III when Trump had like targeted a allied nation just to say he bombed a threat. It was really ridiculous. But people did have collective amnesia. But let's go. I stopped it too early.
Are shocked to see that every day with Donald Trump is filled with complete and utter pandemonium. I hate to say it, but this is what you voted for. My name is Brett Mycelis with the Midas Touch Network. Make sure to hit subscribe and help us get to 3.5 million subscribers. Yesterday, we saw Trump announce the nominations of people to his administration, like Matt Gaetz for Attorney General, Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence. He nominated Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. He's put Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy in charge of a fake government agency called the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE.
This man, literally, Elon Musk convinced this man to try to create a meme agency. Not just a meme coin, a meme agency. This is yo draining the swamps because they kiss Trump's ass. They get to run the department. They're putting Robert F. Kennedy, somebody who's questioned the validity of vaccines, you know, the stuff that made the population actually grow and expand. That guy, the one who still has a mummified worm in his brain. I mean, like, you putting him in charge of health. We already know Matt Gaetz withdrew his running from Secretary Attorney General because, you know, all the kid diddling. Oh, no, to be fair, she was a teenager that he took across state lines and had dinner with Tucker Carlson in order to, like, seriously, Matt Gaetz came on Tucker Carlson's and was like, yeah, remember, that was that person that I brought in dinner with us. And Tucker Carlson was like, you're not supposed to say that quiet part out loud. But, you know, this is still, and again, this was about a week ago, 11 days ago. And it's only gotten worse since then. But let's go.
which is named after a cryptocurrency meme coin. That's right, 2 people to run a rogue agency supposedly about efficiency. And that's all after Trump nominated a Fox News host, not making this up, Peter Hegseth, to run the Pentagon as the Secretary of Defense. As Democratic media strategist Vince Monroy writes, watching some Republicans react in utter disbelief to the current shit show is truly astounding. This is what you wanted. So let's take a look at...
Yeah, drain that swamp, right? And fill it with swamp monsters. Just drain the swamp and fill it with swamp monsters. Let's continue.
At some of those reactions. The conservative subreddit was immediately appalled by the news that Trump had nominated Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. Here are some of the comments. Quote, what? Sorry, but this is bad, like embarrassingly bad. Somebody else said, quote, yeah, this is literally the worst pick I could have possibly thought of. Another person said, quote, his worst pick yet, in my opinion. Not a fan of Matt. He is a lapdog and a hardliner. I agree that this is a bad tap. If the goal is just to piss off the liberals, it's a win. If the goal is to have a great AG that everyone can trust, then it is a total failure. Yes.
Yeah. Is this your king? Literally, they probably want Trump to be a king. Is this your king making stupid mistakes like this? Even like and then he surrounds himself in incompetent racist. Stephen Miller is incompetent. How you gonna be an incompetent racist? Well, racist, incompetent. I said the same word twice. But let's go.
Governing by owning the libs is not what a president does. And there's more. Another Trumper on Reddit wrote, quote, madness and stupidity. One said, quote, yeah, this one seems pretty off, man. I don't get this one. So many other better choices. One user who describes themselves as a millennial.
See, the thing about it is Trump ran all of the good attorney general candidates off when he threatened to say, I need you to make sure that what I do that is illegal to be legal. The DOJ is going to be screwed, especially if he gets a sycophant that we all told you that he was trying to do with that Project 2025 bullshit. Well, let's go.
Conservative wrote, quote, this should receive as much criticism as the Thune pick for different reasons. This is his worst pick so far. And another Trump voter wrote, I guess Trump got tired of winning. One user in the Ask Conservatives subreddit wrote, Matt Gaetz as AG, what are your thoughts? I am honestly disappointed with Matt Gaetz being chosen as Attorney General. As a minority voter who supported the candidate in good faith, believing in a commitment to meritocracy, this choice feels unexpected and unsettling.
Wait, you're a minority voter that voted for Trump? How was those leopards? I swear to God, how was those leopards? Ready for that? They are sitting down at the table with the knife and the fork. They're ready to eat some faces.
He does not seem qualified for the role. Many MAGA supporters may not fully understand the backlash we have faced, our lives disrupted, families strained, friendships lost because of our support. This has been the most disappointing decision so far.
Wait, FAFO. You in the FO in the part of the phrase. You were literally told by your families and friends that this is a bad choice. Now look at you. Clean yourself up.
Fool me once, etc. How do you not understand that this is who Donald Trump is? You think he believes in meritocracy? It's all about loyalty. That's what Donald Trump is all about, loyalty and corruption. Meghan McCain, the late John McCain's daughter, wrote in response to the Matt Gaetz news, this is such an effing joke. And let me put this all in perspective for you. I'll sum it up like this. We've now learned, thanks to reporting from Punchbowl News, that Matt Gaetz resigned from Congress yesterday to accept Trump's nomination as AG, just 2 days before the House Ethics Committee was set to vote.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up. Like, wait. I want to be AG. Yo, ethics committee coming out, dog. Oh, I resign.
Vote on releasing a, quote, highly damaging report outlining its investigation into him. So, Donald Trump used his supposed mandate after winning not to lower grocery prices or to help the middle class, but to help Matt Gaetz avoid consequences for his alleged sex trafficking crimes by giving him a position running the Department of Justice that investigates those crimes. That is the epitome of corruption. You know what else is the epitome of corruption? Giving a billionaire, Elon Musk, control of a rogue agency designed to fire federal employees and end government programs. And now it appears even some Trump voters are sounding the alarm about this move.
What? You voted for a man that said he wants to end programs, and he actually is trying to do that? No. Remember. They said he was just memeing and he's not really gonna do it, and he was gonna bring the country back. Yeah. Oh, you're surprised a politician is trying to keep their campaign promises? Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's go.
First, let me show you a clip of Musk last night at Mar-a-Lago raising his hand to identify himself as, quote, the George Soros of the right. I thought Soros was supposed to be a bad guy. Watch this.
And many of us have long said, where is the George Soros of the right? Where do we find him? He will never give up on the great.
I mean, like, Elon Musk is such a loser. He's such a loser. How dare you track my plane? I don't care about free speech, but how could you care my plane? All right, dog, whatever. Then they suck the people. They sack the people on me, and because they found my plane. Like, no, your driver was just being an asshole. No. Like, for real. Elon Musk is a lame. He's always been a lame. He's that spoiled rich kid. My mommy says that I'm special. My daddy says that I'm special. He said it right after he finished impregnating my sister, his stepdaughter. Let's go.
Promise of America, and in walks Elon Musk. So God bless you, Elon, and we're so grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the show.
And here's what Trump voters on the conservative subreddit are saying about Musk's new involvement in the Trump administration. One user writes, quote, as much as I support Trump, I don't think appointing a billionaire to deal with what average people need with money is the best idea.
Then why would you vote for Trump? Why would you vote for Trump? Why? Oh my God. I'm saying, you FAFO. You find it out now.
May be wrong. I am still unsure about this. You voted for Donald Trump. You voted for a billionaire to try to help you. What am I missing? Another says, quote, there's some obvious conflicts of interest as well. He owns a car company. Will he suggest that cuts be made to things like Amtrak or other transit programs?
What? No. People in California told you that in the first place. Where were you? People said this years ago.
That may eat into his customer base. One Trump voter notes, legit, this guy has a vested interest in making gas much more expensive. Another said, oh man, who would have guessed Trump would have picked a sleazy businessman to run the government? I'm so dang surprised.
What? What? Wow. Yeah, that's not a taxes folder. Let's go. Let's go.
Did not see this coming at all. Who'da thunk? Anyway, I'm sure we'll all get better. That person obviously being sarcastic. And another Trump voter wrote, quote, it smells of letting the fox in the henhouse. Y'all are so close to figuring this out. So close. Yet, so far. And it keeps going. Here are Trump voters' comments about Fox host Peter Hegseth being nominated for Secretary of Defense. Somebody wrote,
this man is nominating a TV host because everybody else that had qualifications doesn't want to work with him and deal with him. But let's go.
Quote, no way this is true. I absolutely refuse to believe this. On what grounds is this guy the Secretary of Defense? Absolutely inexcusable. Inexcusable picks for DHS and Secretary of Defense. I need to hear him justify these picks and why he picked those two people. Another person wrote, WTF, seriously? A Fox Morning TV show host for the head of the Department of Defense? You're telling me he couldn't find a more qualified person who would be just as loyal?
See, you forget. The way he has a qualification of the way he bends his neck and just elongates his tongue to just, clean Donald Trump's butthole every morning. That's what his qualification is.
We sure this isn't from the satire site Babylon Bee? Another Trump voter wrote, this sounds so fishy. Getting someone out of a news organization? Seriously? Yeah, seriously. That's what you voted for. What are you missing here? That's exactly what you voted for. This Trump voter says about the appointment of Marco Rubio for Secretary of State, quote, guys, Trump sold y'all out. Marco Rubio is the Cuban Lindsey Graham, a warmonger and neocon through and through. And then he said,
remember how they said that Trump was a peace person and yeah, he's going to end it in the worst possible ways. He's going to let Russia run over Ukraine. If Europe doesn't help, he's definitely going to let for the uncommitted people, he's definitely going to let Netanyahu do whatever the hell he wants because reasons. And he's going to ramp up the drone war again. What part of this did y'all not remember of this idiot's first term? But let's go.
Says receipts below, and he does an entire thread about Marco Rubio. These Trump voters are worried about the cuts that are likely coming to services that they rely upon. One Trump voter writes, quote, I'm a conservative, but also a significantly disabled veteran. Some of the proposals I've seen would definitely have a negative impact on my care.
Remember how he said that he didn't actually care about the veterans were suckers and losers? Remember how he said that? Why would you vote? You remember he wanted to own the libs. Well, in the midst of owning the libs, he's owned you. And pretty sure that he wants to own a few of you. Okay, let's go.
We'll see. Another says, quote, I don't like the cuts to regulations. I'm a railroader and the sound of them cutting our rules that keep us safe and our workforce that keep people working makes me nervous. Somebody...
Really? Wait. Remember, you don't like the rules because the rules, they get in the way of progress. The progress of actually, remember, every safety rule is written in blood. But let's go.
He responded to him saying, so you decided to vote for someone who is pro-deregulation? Make it make sense. And while all of this chaos is going on, the corporate media always finds a way to prove that they wanted this, that they wanted Trump to win. NBC News' Chuck Todd wrote, quote, these confirmation hearings may just save cable TV for the short term, end quote.
Yeah, this is the craziest thing. This is the problem that I have, not only with corporate news, but a lot of these motherfuckers on the left, a lot of your favorite streamers, they careers saved because they have another 4 years of talking about Trump. That's sad. That's kind of why I don't stick to politics much, because I don't want to build a coalition of, oh, you watching my video because you're doomer. You want it like no. You see all of these people, and then that's another thing too. And I may cover in another video when I get a chance to rant about this. So many of these streamers, they are just, I don't know, like, especially these leftist streamers. Now they see in the era of their ways of talking about for the last 8 years, oh, the Democratic Party is this, the Democratic Party is bad. Not even attacking conservatives, but just pointing and laughing. It's just sad. And it, like, from big to small leftist streamers, from big companies, like I have a problem with TYT. TYT for the last 8 years have been saying the Democrats are bad, the Democrats are bad, the Democrats are weak. And when they don't get the responses they fucking need, oh, well, I don't know. It's because the Democrats are bad. Not to mention the, terrorist streamer on Twitch, Hassan Piker, America bad. Come on now. Let's go.
Quote, listen, corporate media, this is not about your ratings. People's lives are on the line. And you realize Trump is trying to bypass the confirmation process altogether. So I'm sorry your ratings are way down, but stop selling out the American people to try to get them back up. I'm sick of this. Sick of it. Going back, it is just crazy to me that it is going to take chaos and pain in order for a fraction of these Trump voters to realize that Trump never cared about them in the first place. Here is a black Trump voter responding to an ABC story about Trump's cabinet picks, who have all been white, by the way. He replied, quote, bro, we voted for you. Hire some of us, facepalm emoji.
Why would you think that? He had literally not, 10, 12 years ago? Oh, do you think a black person will be believable winning the Apprentice? Why? Why would you think that? Why? Oh my God. I actually talked to a black guy. He was like, yeah, he just like us. He, like, no, he's not. He went to jail for something completely different from what you would be charged with. He's not like us. No. He's a criminal that was trying to cut out your voice, your choice, and then you give him another chance at that. Let's go.
This uncommitted Michigan delegate on CNN is now begging President Biden to do something about Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu before Trump and Mike Huckabee complete a, quote, ethnic cleansing campaign of the West Bank and southern Lebanon. Watch this.
If it looks like ethnic cleansing, it sounds like ethnic cleansing. It's an ethnic cleansing campaign in Gaza and the West Bank and southern Lebanon. And Mike Huckabee was just named as the guy who's going to oversee the final stages of that campaign. And so our message right now is to President Biden, you've got to do something about this, President.
What is he going to do? Seriously. Y'all complain for 8 months straight talking about how, oh, he's Genocide Joe. Oh, this, for real? You are part of the F around and find out. You're in the find out portion. Oh, they supporting it. You want to see Trump is going to be like, hold my beer. Y'all let this idiot play y'all. When Benjamin Netanyahu came and sat in front of Congress without an invitation from most of the Congress. But, Joe Biden is the problem. Because reasons. And I'm going to say this, what Rashad Crenshaw said. Y'all come to the Democratic events and do protests. Why didn't y'all ever go to the Trump rallies, the Trump speaking events, the RNC? Because y'all knew y'all wouldn't get anywhere. But let's continue.
Biden stand up for once to Netanyahu before Donald Trump successfully gets away with pinning this legacy of this ethnic cleansing.
And not only that, y'all so concerned about being uncommitted. Y'all so concerned about standing up for what's right. Where's y'all candidate? Where was your candidate? You didn't have one? Oh, you didn't have one. You didn't do the political work to actually exercise political power. Where is your candidate? Where is your representative? Where is your senator? Oh, planning the system makes your hand dirty. Okay. Come on now. Let's go.
Cleansing campaign on you and you alone forevermore.
Listen, I see that he is still pinning this on President Biden. Let me say this. Elections are a binary choice. In this election, we had a candidate who was calling for a ceasefire and a two-state solution and to bring the hostages home, but was dealing with the complexities of those issues. And on the other hand, we had a candidate who wanted to let Israel, quote, finish the job and turn Gaza into beachfront property. You protested the first candidate. I hate to say it, but this is going to be in Trump's hands now. That's how elections work. I hate that, but that's true. That's how this works. Here's another story from CBS.
And then another thing about that is, like, a lot of them motherfuckers just don't know how politics politic. They don't know. They reference the civil rights movement, but they politics. Not only did they go out and march, but they actually ran candidates. They put the screws toward the politicians that they could. But yeah, politics. You're going to be part of the system, so you're going to get your no. Seriously, I'm crashing out. Let's go.
CBS News, the headline reads, quote, South Florida immigrants fear mass deportations amid Trump's return to office.
What? No. The guy that said that he's gonna deport people. What? No.
As a reminder, a majority of Florida Latinos voted for Trump, and now they are terrified that they or their family members are going to be deported. Here's what the article says, quote, immigrants across South Florida are expressing growing anxiety over possible mass deportations, a campaign promise by President-elect Donald Trump. Quote, I've been living with anxiety. I'm scared and stressed about what's going to happen to me, a Nicaraguan woman who is so frightened that she only identifies herself as Maria, told CBS News Miami. She represents the voice of many people who came to the U.S., applied for political asylum, and received a work permit. But now she says future government officials are demonizing immigrants without understanding why they are in the U.S. This whole thing is so incredibly tragic to me. It really is. And all of this was avoidable. All of this was avoidable. But there are going to be people who think this won't happen to them until it does, and that's the truth. Listen, I'm not sharing any of this to gloat or to put blame on any particular group or to kick anybody when they're down, but I think it's important that we highlight the consequences of these decisions. These elections are not a game. These people are going to be in control of our lives, of your life. So next time, if we're lucky enough to have a next time, when people tell you who they are, when people show you who they are, please believe them. Thank you so
All right, cool. Yeah. It's just so true, man. It's so true. Why do people think always hope for the best and just forget the worst? It's crazy. Now, I'm not saying being a doomer or something like that, but it just takes so little energy to remember what happened last week, to remember what happened 2 years ago, remember what happened 4 years ago. It takes so little energy. But some people, they just, they F around and they finding out now. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Cut the video segment here. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters and my Twitch subscribers. Join the Guardians, become a member, or become a subscriber on YouTube, Patreon, and help support the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and the next one should be popping up on your screen. Subscribe, and if you haven't checked it out and want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. Thanks.